What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to A Wasted Time, where I wasted time once again with another video. And in this video, I finally got an anime that I just fell in love with, and it was one season long. I hope they continue it, and it's called The Elusive Samurai. Yes, I thought I was going into this anime with low expectation, unlike other anime because when you look at my anime list, you look at the top ones. This one you barely even find. It had like a 6 or 7 rating, right? But then, oh man, was I in for a ride? I can't lie. So basically, I'll just briefly go over what it was about. Elusive Samurai is about this kid who basically is elusive. He's a samurai who lives in a samurai era, and this is like back in like they took it way back into like the samurai Japanese era. And he's basically a samurai who doesn't know how to use a sword, but he runs and hides and somehow manages to kill the enemy and lead his generals and stuff like that over time. And it's very, very interesting concept. You guys need to watch this. It's a must watch, not only because of the storyline, right? The storyline, I mean, you could say it's subpar, but oh my god, the animation, right? I wasn't going into this expecting the animation was like, I probably thought because it was made from a random studio. Actually, I don't know what studio, but it wasn't. I didn't have high hopes, unlike other anime that are obviously on the top tier of like animation where they fast pace and stuff. But oh my god, the zoom ins, the like weird elusiveness, it's literally in the anime title. Like the weirdness of the animation style combined with the combat was so freaking unique. Okay, so right off the get-go, the first episode is kind of like you're gonna be very unexpected, and it just shows like the whole theme of the anime. Now I don't want to spoil too much because I do obviously want you to watch it, but one of the uniqueness of this anime was honestly one of the characters who knew kind of what the future would hold, but kind of didn't. He kind of acted like a narrator inside and an actual character inside the anime, doing simultaneously both. You know what I'm saying? And I loved how they used future reference, and like since that character knew some of the future, he would use future references though, like be like, oh, this is what would happen, and this type of samurai, one move like a samurai move, like they're on like horseback, or like a samurai move, and how that's passed on from generation to the future, and how the future still holds these same tactics. So they do a very good job of honestly bringing like past type of historic references while still like trying to make it to relatable to the future and how it became in the future. So it was a very cool thing, and the spiritual aspect is also very unique. Now, another thing about this anime that really stood out to me was the strategic type of battles. Even the animation itself was amazing, but the strategy in like how they use war battles and like how to outsmart when they're outsmarted by numbers, how they use their low numbers against the people who had higher numbers against them, while having strategic battle, not just being like, oh yeah, here I go, OP character, boom, one shot everything. They have to use their weakness and their sense of like combat skills and their IQ levels to not only be able to, because he's elusive, he can't fight, so he has to figure out ways in order for him to strategically combat his enemy. If you're looking for a short 12 episode anime that might catch your interest, might not, even though in my opinion it does lack some type of theme where it's like the story is kind of generic, right? But what really stood out to me was the art style and how the characters would tie in together and help each other out at the end of the day, and the dark theme. And also another thing that was kind of bland was the comedy. Yeah, like the zoom ins and zoom outs were funny, but sometimes they were just like not that jarring and kind of forcing the comedy. And I feel like a lot of Japanese anime tend to not have, that's the one thing I would say, comedy is lacking in a lot of like anime nowadays. Maybe that's just me, and comedy can be perceived differently by multiple people. So that's just like that's like in your opinion type statement. But at the end of the day, I think this is a must watch without trying to, hopefully I didn't spoil too much, but I wanted to keep it to where like, one of those one season 12, but so who knows, maybe if the story keeps developing, it will like this, because it's the first season. You can't just judge off anime for one season, you can if you want, but I think to really truly try to have a good opinion is to just let the anime finish and you watch it yourself. But yeah, have a wonderful day, y'all, and see y'all tomorrow. Peace. Go follow my Twitch, you fat fuck.